plays here. And we are off.
It begins again.
It always has to start somewhere, doesn't it?
I suppose so. Today we're just starting with some money, so...
I mean, I can't complain about rupees, right? Well, there is a point you can, I suppose.
I mean, that's probably Link's entire college fund. What's he gonna do with it now?
He's going to gamble with it, lose 500 rupees for sure, and we'll see if he makes any back. Not the best thing to do with your funds.
Well, at least we start with a bow. That's always nice.
Bow's definitely a good start. And only 5 rupees in the next chest.
Got a pendant over in desert. 2 crystals elsewhere.
Very nice to do the map check early.
I don't see a lot of early map checks, but it's always nice when we get one.
Right, yeah. I mean, a lot of times I feel a lot of runners aiming for that, like, really nice, like, pre-6-minute escape, because it is definitely doable with all the items. But at the same time, a map check now versus a map check later doesn't really change anything.
Yeah, you really don't necessarily need to do a map check until about Mini Moldorm Cave and just standard routing.
Very true. I mean, with Bow at this point, like, Eastern is fully completable, so maybe you'll just do that first. But at the same time, there's so many items on the South Shore that why not head there? As for now, we're going to have a very safe escape sequence here. Bow is super easy to go through it, not needing to worry about arrows too much.
The runners are going to be looking for a bomb drop, though.
Very true. And we're getting another blue rupee out of escape. I also like Bow because you can sink 4 arrows into this ball and chain guard instead of like having to throw pots at it or getting really close with the hammer. It's very nice to keep your distance.
Yeah, that guy can mess you up.
Alright, so as for this seed, I'm hoping for something exciting. The last seed they played on Tuesday night, Couch took the win in that one, and they were both looking for a go mode Quake to get into Mire. That Quake was on Lake Hylia Island, and neither of them saw it until about an hour and 40 minutes.
Oof, that's pretty rough. I feel like that's one of those locations you typically check early.
Right, so they got flippers really late into the seed. Solski did a fake flipper, but when Solski swam past it, barely missed it on screen. It just wasn't there. Just slightly off screen. So can't blame him for missing it, but at the same time, like that was a late find.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Alright, so we'll see if they find a bomb or not. They have plenty of arrows left over, so we'll see if one decides to show itself.
Well, Couch actually got an arrow drop. So if nothing else, that just means he can farm for more bombs.
Right, definitely nice. Lots of things to kill here in the sewer section. Might be worth actually spending some time and killing some rats, but then again, you don't want to spend too much time in here.
Yeah, there's always that delicate balance of trying to not spend too much time, but also you really want that bomb so you don't waste more time.
Yeah, exactly. Almost starting to feel that the bombs are just not in the pool. As I say that, never mind.
Solski found one.
It just happens to be a curse that I wear. It just, whatever I say, the opposite's gonna happen. or if I say something like cruel, it happens. So
Well, that just sounds rude.
yep, unfortunate. It's just how it works. So Solski has a bomb. We'll see if Couch gets one or not. And funny thing is, the last seed that they did, Solski had a bomb, and Couch killed every enemy in the last room that you can get the drop, and got it on the last kill. So we'll see if that's going to repeat itself.
I know Solski using Cane of Burna for a bit, though I'm not 100% sure why, unless he just wanted more bombs.
That would be it, really. I mean, you have the magic. That's an early flute.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Couch just
Definitely
kind of
big.
walked on through the room, didn't even try shooting more enemies.
Right. It would have been worth it for Couch to pull out Burna there and just run through everything. But that early flute, going through the Kakariko section right away, easy to activate, makes going to South Shore even faster, everything else. Alright, Couch doing another map check here for us. Gonna have the 2 crystals, of course, on Hera and Eastern, and then the pendant in Desert. Alright. Looks like both of them are going for standard route. Yes, okay, so we will get a lumberjack check from both of them.
Yeah, with as few bombs as they have, they want to check that poultry. And a little spider guy, which Couch killed getting only 1 bomb. I
Right.
don't feel like that was intended.
Yeah, there is another one in the Lost Woods, so no harm there. And just the red rupee on the lumberjack ledge. Right, so Couch will not kill this one, pick up some bombs here. It's a very nice spot. Just got it stuck in the
Oh
corner.
yeah. Never seen him get stuck there before. Something about powder there feels a little wrong.
I don't feel the mushroom should be able to make itself into powder and like have a bag and everything.
Just seems a little backwards to me.
Yeah. Maybe if you use enough of the powder, it just becomes the mushroom. But finding a heart container inside of this little thieves hideout. Alright, so both of them fully decked out on bombs. Probably won't need to buy any. Of course, you're going to use quite a few here. 3 inside Kakariko, potentially 1 south of it. Might be worth picking up a full refill.
I mean, depending on how much money they find here, which is bound to be a lot, might be worth an investment.
Right. Single arrow, 20 rupees. Red boomerang. Red rupee. Alright, I mean, they've got enough that they can just purchase everything here. And more hearts for both runners.
Early hearts are always nice.
Alright, now for the well. 5 more items to be held in here. More rupees.
Getting all the red rupees out of the way early, I guess.
Right. Oh, and we get ourselves our first sword.
Pretty good. Keep it coming. Just more
Ooh,
money.
Getting the bomb upgrade there definitely makes me say you should buy bombs, because you could just fill out your inventory.
Oh yeah, there's no wasted money here.
Ooh.
Speaking of no
hookshot.
wasted money,
I think that's the best deal yet. 100 rupees for a hookshot. And now Solski's flute is going to come into play. We'll see how long it takes Couch to head back there. It would be so much nicer to head there with the glove. It would pretty much not be too big a time loss. But other than that, walking through the back end of the escape section again could make for a decent time loss.
Oh, there's some 300. It's a big chunk of change there.
I mean, walking around with money is always good.
Yeah, at this point, Couch has got to hope that a lift upgrade isn't on Death Mountain or something.
That's true.
Because with Hookshot, that opens up Paradox Cave. That's a lot of chests.
Yeah, exactly. Couch gonna opt into not gambling the race game here. And it's the book. Those are always the unfortunate things, is if it's something that you want or need, you've now wasted time by checking. But at the same time, if you were to gamble it and it's not something useful, it just kind of sucks.
I mean, it's not a huge time loss. Also, what was in library? Was that Blue Mail? I missed it both times.
It was Blue Mail, yeah. So if they want extra defenses, they can stop by. Of course, not necessarily needed.
Might be nice if they're in the area, have boots, and not very many hearts. But
yeah,
you never know.
Yeah, if you were to get like boots early, stopping and getting that before heading to like the Dark World or something is very handy. Right, so now in Solski's position, you have Hookshot, you have Flute. Do you do Death Mountain, or do you go over to, say, like Mini Moldrum Cave?
I feel like it's still a good idea to get Mini Moldrum Cave out of the way.
Right.
Solski gonna head straight into Desert, however. I mean, without boots or a fire source, it remains to be seen how useful this is, but...
I mean, it is a pendant, so if you could potentially get the 2 items out of here, you know you don't have to come back looking for them later.
That is true. I guess a fire source isn't as relevant because it's a pendant, but still.
Right, and then I guess you get your early Agena check out of the way. Other than that, oh, there's our other male upgrade, so we know where both of them are. I fully expect Solski to not go to the library to pick up red. And locked out of here immediately.
Well, it's not something he has to do anyway. In theory.
Alright, so Couch doing a crystal. Not a bad play. It is a fully completable dungeon.
It's not often you see this much divergence this early in the seed.
Right. So, I mean, there's so many options available at this point in time. Couch went off the standard path of heading for the South Shore just to do a dungeon that you can do. So, I mean, this isn't a bad play by any means. Like, this is still good. But, like, for Solski's side, you had the desert check there you can do. You can go up Death Mountain. You can do South Shore. Eastern's available. Like, there's so many things, and you don't know what one's going to be the right play at the end of it.
Yeah, and early Flute just gives you easy access to all of them, so he's going to be flying around for a bit.
Right, exactly. Gets a nice block click there. Click, clip. I cannot talk.
That was like the shenanigans you can do with pushed blocks.
Yeah. Just don't mirror them in dungeons. Learn that one the hard way.
Oh,
and
very
a
soggy Master Sword.
The color is fitting for the water.
Yeah, it blends right in. That's why you couldn't see it at the bottom.
Right.
Well, Couch picked up Bombos in Eastern, though.
Medallions are always nice early, just so you don't have to search for them later. I mean, at this point in time, we know that one of them is going to be required.
Oh, I like Solski doing this, picking up that extra heart to max out his health for sword beams here.
Loses it by falling, unfortunate. I mean, hookshot's still easy, so...
I mean, it's possible the fall was intentional, because no one likes sword beams outside of a few specific times.
Oh my.
Well, there's Tempered.
A lot of heart pieces and tempered sword. The Moldarm Cave. Why? Never when I'm playing, just everyone else.
I mean, that's just Randomizer in a nutshell, I feel.
Right, exactly. Alright. So, Couch going to utilize Bombos here in the next room. Or I should say, the next dark room.
Yeah, this...
Solski heading up.
This will make that easy peasy.
Right, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Does Bombos affect the Igors at all? That's something I'm not sure on.
I'd assume it probably does, but their eye probably
have
has to be open.
Yeah, of course. So you'd have to walk up and aggro it. Oh, ouch. Takes a death. I mean,
that room can be pretty rough, though.
Yeah, no fire rod or anything to light the torch, so it's very unfortunate. Oh well, he says he's going to go do something else, so we'll see.
Yeah, I wasn't counting items, but I'm going to assume Armos has one.
I'm not sure. I know I saw.
Pretty typical.
I saw 2 items for sure. So.
Is.
And Solski going to be doing the same thing here, heading off into Eastern, and Couch now going for South Shore.
I'm a little surprised he's not going for Paradox Cave. There's an awful lot of items up there.
Right, that's very true. I mean, if you were to find the mirror or hammer, I would say it's a little more tempting to go up because you can then access Hera as well. So maybe that is what's playing into the choice here.
Yeah, I mean, Eastern is a crystal and thus progress. I mean, I can't blame him for going here now, but...
Right, exactly.
Just you don't know what you might find up there.
Yeah. Of course, we know that it's Bombos and a heart piece here. Of course, I did not see the third item, so maybe that third item's useful. At the same time, our progression probably lies on Death Mountain at this point in time. And as we get closer and closer to nothing left to check, this is going to be a forced walkthrough of the escape section for Couch.
That's true. There's no power glove anywhere.
Yeah. The only thing I would think of is if, like, potentially Zora holds it and you could fake flipper it to only get 1 item. We'll see if Solski fares a little better in the second dark room here.
Yeah, Couch, unfortunately, losing quite a large amount of time for missing the bomb drop and escape.
Yeah, you never know when it's going to affect you or not. Most times I find that it doesn't affect anything because it so happens to be you'd find a glove and then you'd gain that time back. But this case, having an early flute and that flute holding our progression.
Yeah, because if you do find Power Glove, it really doesn't take too long to just swing by the graveyard and drop in.
Yeah, exactly. And Couch is heading for the back of escape here. Alright, so Solski has the key from the second dark room. Gonna be heading up to go for the Armos Knights. Oh no, never mind. I mistook what dark room he's in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's the first set.
Very true. I saw the key, I was like, aha, it has to be the other one. But no, you need a key in the first one. It would be almost like a nail in the coffin right now if Couch were to, like, find a bomb from killing something.
Oh yeah, rubbing salt in the wounds.
Right. We'll see how quick Couch decides to head back to Eastern as well. I mean, no harm in, like, not going back until you say go to Pod at this point in time.
I mean, that depends on where the mirror is.
Very true. And so looking at Solski's inventory, there is indeed an item on Armos Knights. And there it is, the flute for Couch.
Yeah, at this point, I can see Couch heading straight to Death Mountain.
Yeah, I 100% agree on that. Lots to be had up there. I'm sure both runners know how to rescue the old man in the dark. You have 7 items in Paradox Cave, 1 in Spiral, 2 up on Spectacle Rock. So many things to be had. A fantastic quick kill to get the Ether Medallion.
2 medallions in Eastern. Yikes.
Interesting, I must say.
That's something.
So, depending on what dungeons are needed, so long as it's not Quake, it doesn't matter.
Well, I believe Couch checked Sarazala earlier, noted that Ice Palace's green pendant.
Right. So, I mean, with 1 pendant left on the table, we do indeed need at least 1 medallion at this point. But until we enter the Dark World, we won't know. Alright, and Couch is the first to get the old man out of here. For the silver arrows.
Pretty nice
Those
upgrade,
could
considering you actually have the bow for once.
Right, very early silvers. I mean, that could have sped up Eastern quite a bit. I mean, it'll speed up everything else in the game too, so... And Spectacle Rock holds a bomb upgrade on the top, and what little treasure is inside? A heart piece. I don't feel either runner is gonna be going for that.
Oh, but it's so exciting. You could fill a new heart container.
Well, Solski's only got 1 piece right now. I don't think it's too tempting. Maybe if you had like a quarter heart and you had 3 pieces.
I get the feeling most people don't really keep track of their heart pieces, but I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
I don't myself. It's just when I so happen to get healed from it, I'm like, oh, that's nice. Alright, time for Paradox Cave. 7 little treasures. So far, nothing good downstairs.
Nah, upstairs usually has the goods anyway.
The goods, that's what we're calling it these days.
I mean, you have to call it something.
That's pretty good.
I mean, would you
my.
call Hammer and Moon Pearl the goods? Because I would.
I would definitely call that the goods. More heart pieces, more money. I don't care about that stuff. Hammer and Moon Pearl. Those are exciting. So now we got access to Hera, which is nice. All right, Couch, are you gonna do Spiral first, or are you gonna head right into Hera? Both of them are. I would say that's pretty standard routing, because if you were to find what you need in Hera to go to the Dark World here on Death Mountain, you can head back and access the portal from jumping down through Spiral.
But both of them, remembering they have the book, gonna check Ether Tablet first.
Very true. Nearly in sync. They're holding hands as they wait to get 300 rupees.
Clearly the gods want Link to go to college.
Yeah, that's true. That was the discussion from the beginning of the game. His money for his college fund. Hey, we're not locked out of the dungeon. Just hopefully...
I mean, given the locations available, we don't have a fire source yet. It's not really surprising.
Right, yeah. I mean, the only other location is Spiral Cave, I believe, so...
Because Hammer and Moon Pearl are nice, but by themselves don't unlock anything except for Hera, so... I believe, anyway. Because I think you need a lift upgrade of any kind to get to Dark World.
Yeah, you need at least the Power Glove. But with 2 items to be held in this dungeon, as well as the one in Spiral Cave, we'll see if one of them decides to be said glove. Alright, so that is both the compass and the map. And there it is. There's the glove. Alright, so that is now our Dark World access. We'll see whether or not they decide to route it from south to north or north to south. Really just personal preference, I feel, at that point. Of course, also depends on what dungeons are doable.
I mean, if they want to do it with no lamp, they can finish Pod now.
That is true.
Man, all the money on Death Mountain today.
That's 300s up here, right?
Yeah, because there's another on Floating Island.
Crazy. Alright, and both of them knocking out Hera. Alright, so off to Spiral Cave, and then where would you go? Would you go to Village of Outcasts, or would you go to Hype Cave?
I mean, Hype Cave has more items. I feel like... I mean, despite its tendency, let's say, 5 items are 5 items.
Ooh, Couch is skipping the Spiral Cave. Will it come into play, or is it a worthy gamble? I would say that's a pretty good gamble.
I mean, it's a decent gamble, provided he doesn't run out of places to check and goes back.
That's very true. Oh, he's going straight for pedestal. He's gonna kill everyone's hopes and dreams at 30 minutes in? What?
Or maybe make it more exciting.
That's very true. This could be big.
Or it could be a bee in a bottle.
Sorry, B-Torp. You are staying here forever. Alright, and Solski going for the Spike Cave here. As well as our map check. Alright, so our other pendant is on Swamp, and our red crystals are on Mire and TR.
Well, Pyramid Fairy, most likely not going to be a thing.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Yeah, because what could even be there? Pretty much nothing. The boots? Yeah, there's really nothing.
Flippers could be there,
Oh,
but...
that's true. Flippers.
I mean, since Swamp is a pendant, I'm not sure what they could lead to that would be required.
That's actually true. Having both Ice and Swamp as pendants. Flippers are technically not required. Unless they lead to an item.
Well, that's just it. I can't think of what they would even lead to. Like, I don't think there's any items left that they could lead to that's required.
Right, yeah, that's very true.
Actually, I think boots are pretty much it. And that's only if the Ganon's Tower Big Key's on the torch.
I mean, in all bootless seeds, I think that's everyone's hopes and dreams, that they have to search longer. But we find our lamp, the mirror, heart container, and an arrow upgrade.
Well, that just screams pod at this point.
Yeah, I 100% agree on that. I mean, you've now got an easier way of doing it, as well as, I mean, mirror's nice, you can mirror and flute away, no saving and quitting, like, so nice.
I noticed Couch went into Skull Woods, but I didn't see if he got an item or not before he left.
I saw nothing noteworthy. Looks like we're gonna get ourselves a pyramid check, though. Oh, but the Titan's Mitts in the chest game.
That's nice.
Can handle the hottest of pots with that oven mitt.
It's true.
I've tried it firsthand. And just a heart piece inside the brewery here.
Solski going back for that magic drop he missed, but I think it despawned.
Unfortunate. Okay, so Solski's gonna go ahead and route right all the way up to Zora here. Well, Catfish. At the same time, no flippers, so can't access 3 of the items that are located in this corner. It'd almost be nice to do a fake flipper up here to get 2 of them out, but at the same time, I mean, routing something in with Catfish is nicer than just coming to Catfish.
It's true.
And just 20 rupees.
I mean, at least he can see what item is on the Zora ledge. He just can't get it, whatever it is.
I mean, information on something is better than no information at all. Yeah, not something you'd come back for. A bottle for Couch.
And it's unfortunate he didn't go to Hype Cave first. He could check Sick Kid as soon as he leaves here.
Right. So there was all the dungeon items first, other than the small key. So having map and compass already, we have 3 items left here inside of Thieves' Town. There's quite the health difference between the runners at this point too.
Yeah, and Couch hasn't gone over to Desert to get that blue mail, so it's in a much worse position, health-wise.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you're poised with the option of checking a pendant dungeon. So I mean, I don't blame them for not heading over there. Of course, you have so many other locations to go. So, and Solski heading for Pod. Oh, the skull like hit the ground somehow before the crystal switch. I believe it's because the spike that was moving, it kind of clips into those blocks a bit.
Yeah, I
And
was
it
gonna say, I
broke
think
it.
it hit the spike.
All right, what else will be here? A heart piece with a refill on Couch's side, and now the debt we owed Kiki the monkey has been paid off. Pushes a button, opens a door. Something I'm sure we could have done, but Link can't climb.
Yes, these are the dark days before Breath of the Wild.
No stamina meter. Vitorp, I'm making a request. Alright, what else is going to be here inside of Thieves Town? As well as I'm excited to see what Pod holds. Right, so at this point, I think we're just looking for 3 items for Go Mode. Potentially 4 if boots come into play.
Both rods, Samaria, and possibly Quake.
That's true, I suppose Quake is also an option. We shall see, I guess. Sausage is the worst. Haha, you're very funny, Blind.
I think so.
I enjoy that there's a lot of funny quotes implemented into this game.
That's easily one of my favorite parts as well.
Unless I get the cheesy joke 6 times in a row.
You know, now that you say that, I have seen that one a lot. Anyway, nothing but bottles and garbage in Thieves Town.
Yeah, I mean, another crystal's always good, so gets it knocked out of the way. And then I'm sure Couch will end up doing the south route. Unfortunately, doesn't have mirror though. Can't check Cave 45. So I almost feel Hype Cave was the start this time for the Dark World.
Yeah, it looks like he's probably gonna, well, do digging game first, grab the frog, and go on a tour to Hype Cave, I'd guess.
Right. I'd almost expect that tour to head all the way up to Catfish.
Well, yeah, because with the frog in tow, can't go to Pod. That was a nifty little teleportation Solski did. I'm sure that was intentional.
I missed it. I was counting digs. It was 12 digs for the heart piece. Alright, time to see what the old stump has. A bloomerang.
It's always fun to finish off your collection of boomerangs.
The things that you generally won't use.
Oh, chat pointing out, he forgot his frog friend.
Oh, unfortunate. Jeremiah has to stay there for another day. Luckily enough, the mirror is located in Hype Cave, so it'll make the check faster.
I mean, it's possible he left him behind on purpose so he could go to Pod.
That is true. I mean, other than Lamp, which is here, it is a doable dungeon, so that could be very well intentional.
Ooh, using up his last bomb, though.
Oh, there's Samaria inside pod. And the cape. Alright, the bomb shop is right here too, so we'll see if Couch decides to buy any. No, gonna head right off for pyramid/pod, potentially.
I'm pretty sure there's some guaranteed bomb drops under various pots in pod.
Right,
and
there's
right
one
there.
Alright, good to go. Of course, needs one more, but there are some right here, yeah. So can go there if they need to.
No, I believe there's some right before that first locked door, like under both of those pots there in the middle.
Yeah, there is. You are definitely right. Alright, and off to Helmusar King we are for Solski. And Kiki is also taking money so that Kiki can also afford to go to the King Zora's scam lessons.
I mean, I feel like Kiki is not very good at scamming, considering his actions lead to progress more often than not.
You're not wrong. King Zora, on the other hand, wastes your time and your money. That's how you get it done.
Kiki has a lot to learn.
Alright, on to Helmusar King. 17 smashes to the faceplate will remove it. Or you could use 3 bombs, but chances of that is very slim. Hammer is much faster.
I've always wondered if it wouldn't be faster to just throw a bomb at the start and then go to hammer.
I'm not sure. It could be possible. I mean, it would depend on whether or not the bomb hits, of course. Because Helmusar moves around quite frequently. You never know. I'd have to look.
Also, yeah, he has silver arrows, but Tempered Sword didn't really need to switch, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, the less menuing, the better. It only takes 4 slashes, so... Alright, now where are we going, Solski?
Looks like it's fake flipper time.
This would be like Halia Island, the Hobo, and potential Waterfall Cave.
Or at least hobo.
Very true. We know it's going to be Hobo, unless a random arrow comes from that blue guard. Oh nice, Couch getting an 8 bomb drop there, so won't have to worry about bombs anymore. And Hobo only sharing a piece of love. So it was right here that Solski... It's Quake again! Oh, so...
Fancy that.
There's a clip going around of their last match. It was on Tuesday, and Solski did a fake flipper and came down right beside the island there and missed seeing Quake itself on the island. And it's Quake again. Oh
that
my.
is hilarious.
It's like it never changed. It's just been there the whole time.
Oh, but I thought they picked it up.
I mean, that's true. They had to pick it up. It was required.
So
Now,
how
if
did they
it's
get back?
just they placed it neatly back where they found it after ragingly finding it. Yeah, they both had missed it. Mainly, Couch actually didn't see it at all until like an hour 40. Solski had the opportunity to see it. But yeah, it was a crazy race. Alright, Solski heading into the Dark World here at the Village of Outcasts.
Well, I guess that means flippers are required after all.
Potentially. It would depend on whether or not Meyer...
Well, yeah, right. We don't know any of the pendants, do we? Or the medallions.
Yeah. Depends on if Meyer and TR need Quake. I mean, it is possible. Alright, Couch now gonna go and fight the big Helmsar King.
Never thought of using Samaria there. That makes sense.
Yeah, it just makes the makes it a little faster, easier.
I'm always surprised at the plethora of applications that Cane of Samaria has throughout the entire game.
It's also a very broken item too, so it can lead to some very interesting glitches.
Solsti's gonna find out about our bee friend on the pedestal.
And unfortunately, probably not gonna join us on this journey. Couch just a few rooms shy of the Helmsar King now.
Solski having a little bit of trouble with the mirror portal here.
Bonking left and right with that mirror. I mean, I've done that myself so many times, can't blame him. Alright, Helmasaur, time to die. Solski is going to look for the last little bit here. Inside of Skullwoods.
Well, there is one item there.
Alright, will we get what else is left here, or is it going to be... Yes, it is. It's going to be behind the last entrance. Now, luckily for Couch, having Mir now can just route an Eastern, like the back end here.
Yeah, and having silver arrows will make some parts of this a little bit easier. Or at least a little quicker.
Right. So that makes it so Couch will be in the lead on crystals as soon as he defeats the Armos Knights. Solski heading off for the Graveyard Ledge now.
Kind of have to take an awkward route to get there without Titan's mid or boots, but it can be done.
Yeah. I I've seen some races where people didn't understand that it was possible. They now know it's possible.
Been there.
Alright, will it hold exactly what we need? The answer is no. Then again, everyone needs a little bit of love. So, after this, I expect Couch to go to the Mire area due to having Titan's Mitts. Solski's gonna head off into the Thieves' Town here. At least the Village of Outcasts area, to find those Titan's Mitts out of there, as well as a crystal. So, things are kind of closing in on where you have to go. There is the option to do like the Smith route too at this point.
Yeah, Mire's a pretty good idea, just so we can know if medallions are required or not.
Right, exactly.
Especially in Couch's position, because he's got 2 of them.
Yeah,
Might just want to know if he can go in or not.
Yeah, not knowing where the third one is. Getting the information out of the way is definitely the best. And it's Bombos. Alright. TR is the only thing left for medallion check. Now, if you're in Solski's position, do you get Quake before going there? Or is it potential, like, you maybe don't even have flippers? So, might not even be possible.
Yeah, it really depends on if flippers show up or not.
Right. So, Couch is going to have the option to do a fully completable Mire here as well. So, definitely a good play to be had. And another bottle in Checkerboard Cave.
Well, that's all 4 bottles accounted for.
Alright, 2 items here in Mire. We are looking for 2 items. And a bottle for Solski. It's always nice to see this first room here done really fast. Especially with sword beams. Makes it really nice.
Yeah, one of the few instances where sword beams are actually very useful.
Now I wonder if the Smith route is going to come into play or not. It is a little easier for Solski to do it since having Mirror already when passing by it. So we'll see whether or not it pays off. I'm sure that is a thing Solski will end up doing.
I mean, unless something like Fire Rod ends up in Mire, I mean, it seems like that might be what is needed to be done anyway.
Yeah, it's very true. I have a feeling this is going to come down to the mythical Ice Rod search.
The foretold legend?
Yeah. At the end of every randomizer seed, the special blue rod that no one knows about. Alright, Solski's gonna be heading down to Blind Cell, rescuing the damsel in distress. But of course, getting attacked at the end of it. Yeah, if Fire Rod happens to be here inside of Mire, it would be pretty much instantly head off to Skullwoods. But finding flippers, I almost want to say that's unfortunate, but you don't know where it's going to lead.
Well, that and he doesn't know where Quake is yet.
True. So, Quake is now obtainable, Swamp is in play, Ice is in play. Gross. I mean, Waterfall Cave is now in Logic.
You can go get that heart on Zora Ledge.
Ooh, that 100%. I'm going for the heart. Alright, for Vitreous we go. And if you blink, you missed it. The blind is gone.
Did Couch get both items here? Because I noticed he skipped the vanilla big key chest.
I saw the one item. Don't know. Might have just skipped it for a gamble, or forgot about it. Alright, Solski's heading on for the digging game. So far in the seed, Couch has made some decent gambles and they have paid off. So maybe this one will as well. Either that or I just missed the item. And Solski does 12 digs, gets a heart piece, and we'll go and rescue little Jeremiah, possibly. Yes.
The green male Vitreous is quite the nasty one. Thankfully, got silver arrows.
Yeah, still made it on the 0 cycle, so very nicely done, and gets a small key. So, is there an item left there? I almost want to say yes.
Well, chat was confirming earlier that they only saw flippers, so I have to agree. I didn't see anything else.
Ooh. Yeah, going back in. Okay. Not gonna gamble on the one item. You're so close to the end as well, so that's understandable.
Like, that's just it. He's gambled on a bunch of things, but after a while, you have to start wondering, where do you stop gambling?
Very true. And Peg Cave holds a red ruby. Not exciting. Not one bit.
May have been at one point, but not right now.
And we get to check the Mad Batter as well.
Oh yeah, remember that powder we got at the beginning?
We can finally use it. Ten arrows. Unfortunate.
I hate being cursed with ammo.
Yeah, I'd like to be cursed with a fire rod, please. Thanks. Alright, longest cutscene in the game. Go.
Well, don't sound so excited.
I mean, who could not be excited for a gyrating screen? Alright, last item here in Mire, just 3 bombs. I mean, it's good to not gamble everything, so maybe if that happened to be exactly what you needed, it's good to check it.
Well, Couch heading into bootlocked desert. Probably gonna get his blue mail though.
Very true. Alright, and now we get to see what K45 holds, since Couch didn't have the mirror when he came past. The 10 bomb drop. Interestingly enough, that 10 bombs would be the item you'd get from your uncle at the start if you were to have a bomb start. Where are you going, Couch?
Guess he's gambling that Lanmo has an item?
Oh, he's borrowing
Or-
a key.
No, he's going for a different gamble.
So, because the big key is on the torch, I believe, can't access Landmo, borrowing a key to access the 2 chests on the right and hope that the last item is there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's kind of a strange gamble to go to Lanmo when you can't get the big key, but...
Right, so logic doesn't dictate that borrowing a key is necessary. But, like, I would expect this to be nothing just due to it being a borrowed key. Maybe I'll be wrong. Who knows?
I mean, if this is something, that means boots are required.
Just the map. Unfortunate.
So, both items locked behind the big key, then.
Well, the one item was the blue mail.
Or was...
so-
I thought it was the compass for some reason.
Right, so with one item to be left, could be in the big chest, could be on Landmo, who knows. But it is a pendant, you don't necessarily need it. Alright, now where is Couch gonna go next? You've gotten the options of potential waterfall cave, swamp, ice palace. None look too pretty. Oh, of course, there's Dark Death Mountain too. I 100% forgot about that.
Yeah, this is probably a decent check, just to see what medallion you need for Turtle Rock, and obviously
True.
6 chests up here.
I mean, it is possible that both Ice Rod and Fire Rod are in Turtle Rock.
That's certainly true. Terrible, but true.
That would be the gamble to make.
Well, actually, I believe it's 7 items for Couch, because I don't think he did Spike Cave.
Yeah, very true. Spike Cave isn't done, as well as Spiral Cave isn't done. So, quite a lot of things. Actually, that'll be 8 items up here. I'm miscounting everything. Ignore me. Yeah, it's 8 items. If you don't include the dungeon.
I mean, that assumes it's not Quake.
That's true.
Half Magic's nice.
Yeah, I can't complain about that. Alright, time for Hookshot Cave. Oh
Well-
my, there's a fire rod.
It's pretty much the rod you want to find to do everything else.
Right. And a mushroom. I was almost hoping for a nice rod.
Would have been nice.
Right. So, would you gamble TR at this point for that ice rod, or do you go to Skullwoods? It's Ether. Oh my.
Oh no.
That's just very scary. There's so many things left, too. You never know.
I feel like he's waffling on the decision, or he just hit select by accident.
Right, I mean, regardless, opening it up is fine. Just depends on whether or not he's going to gamble and say ice rod's here. He's going for it.
Yeah, he's going.
Fortunately, there isn't much difference between a go mode TR and a normal TR. Of course, just looking for that ice rod.
But if it's not here, he's gonna have to walk all the way back through.
That is the unfortunate side of things.
But if it is here, it certainly could be a huge play. Because Ice Rod is his go mode at this point, right?
Yeah, ice rod is go mode for Couch, unless boots are required for Ganon's Tower.
What are the odds that'll happen?
1 in 22, in fact. Alright, there's the big key. And a fire shield. Solski's gonna head off and do Vitreous right away here. Alright, I'm excited to see whether or not Ice Rod's gonna be here. If it is, that is absolutely incredible. If it's not, it's just kind of an unfortunate turn of events. Because you'd have to come back. That just... never fun.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that Ice Rod could be tied behind that mushroom he got.
That is true. Although, after clearing TR, it's not too bad to come through it again. Because it's a lot quicker, there's no checks.
Well, yeah.
Time. It's,
Still have to do it, but...
yeah. As for now, Solski heading off for Vitreous. See if they get a 0 cycle as well. Very clean.
I think he wasted a few arrows, but still a 0 cycle.
Yeah, not bad at all. So now we are even on crystals.
It all
It
comes
is-
down to where this Ice Rod is at this point.
Right. It also depends on if Solski is going to head up the mountain now as well, or if they decide to use those newly found flippers to go look. Looks like they're gonna head to the mountain as well.
I mean, it's a 2 in 3 chance that it's the correct medallion. And if nothing else, I mean, there's items to check up here, so...
Right. So we are on the hunt for an ice rod. Anyone in chat have guesses as to where it can be? Just an arrow upgrade inside of the Mimic Cave, and Solski has to do the Walk of Shame up those stairs. Misses the clip through the block.
That clip is semi-wonky sometimes.
Yeah, I can get it like half the time, other times not happening.
Yeah, I've noticed you have to be a little bit to the left. You can't be dead center on the right block.
Right, Solski finding that half magic for themselves. Only a few more locations left here inside of TR. Will that mythical ice rod show itself? Or are we going on a hunt?
The fabled laser bridge ice rod.
There's Fire Rod for Solski.
Now, I wonder if he's going to be making the same gamble.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. There's so many locations open that it's really risky to gamble at the same time as you only have 2 dungeons left. So it might be worth the gamble. Couch is going to open up the safety door here. Definitely can't blame them on that.
Yeah, not a bad call. If there's nothing here, it makes a quick escape route.
A red rupee. The key. And a red rupee. Unfortunate.
But it looks like Solski's taking the same gamble here.
Yeah, exactly. So overall, doesn't hurt Couch at all for being there earlier on. Solski's making the same play. It'll be the exact same time sink here. But with Skullwoods on the table, there's 1 item left there. So, as well as a crystal. So, we'll see.
I mean, you're able. Might as well go grab it now.
Exactly. Check what you need first, then check what you don't need afterwards. And maybe, in the end, what you never needed ended up being what you truly needed the most.
Like a heart on Zora Ledge.
It's exactly what I need, is a heart on Zora Ledge. I'll spend a few minutes to go get it right now.
I mean, hey, it's better than the heart that Zora gave you.
That's very true. So when Couch was here earlier in Skullwoods, they didn't actually get anything out of it due to them not having many hearts and green mail. They just took a couple hits and insta-died. So now back with lots of health. Well, maybe not lots of health, but a little bit extra in their defense category. Much easier this time around.
That said, not knowing that there's an item in the front half, probably going to check the chest down below as well as, well, after killing Moth.
Right. I mean, there is an item here, whether that be the one down below or the one on Moth, so... Ooh, running a little bit low on magic there. Just enough to get through the room, though. Not if you use Samaria, though. Don't use Samaria.
Oh, he had a green potion, though.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. I mean, half magic, a full half magic bar for Mafiola with those fire rod shots would be very nice. Of course, with Tempered Sword, it's not too hard of a fight.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd be better off saving that green potion, but we'll see.
Right. Of course, you get like a full refill here after beating the boss anyways.
Well, yeah.
So. And there it is. Easy peasy. Mothula goes down. And that is the 6th crystal for Couch and 50 rupees. So Skullwoods ends up not holding the Ice Rod either. At this point, I'm not seeing really any locations other than Waterfall Cave, Swamp, or Ice Palace.
I believe Couch has a lot of overworld stuff he didn't check.
That's very true. Solski spent a lot of time checking all those overworld locations that ended up being a bust. So, depending whether or not Couch checks all of those ones or gambles the dungeons, could make up a little bit of time here for Solski. Alright, Solski nearly finished with TR here. Just a few more locations to check. And Couch needing to find the last item here in Skullwoods, which is a heart container. Alright, the hunt is still on, technically, so needing that Ice Rod very dearly. Oh, here's the mushroom check.
Yeah, I was a little confused while he was pulling out bombs. I'm pretty sure the witch does not want bombs.
No? You don't want an explosion? Oh my goodness.
Well,
That Ice Rod hunt ended very fast.
yeah, I mean, I guess I called it.
You did call it, that is true. That is absolutely incredible.
But,
Oh my.
at an hour 18, that's go mode.
Alright, it all depends how fast Solski checks that mushroom.
I have a feeling he might do the same thing. Go kill Mafia, check mushroom.
Yeah, I can go on that. So technically, we're saying, what if they were hidden together, both rods? Technically, that is true.
Oh, no, he's
And
checking mushroom
Solski's gonna
first.
turn it in first. Ooh. Alright, so all that separates the two runners here is a very quick Mafiola kill. Couch has to do the Walk of Shame. Overall, a very tight race between both these runners, just Skullwood separating the two of them. It all could come down to just Ganon's tower at the end of the day.
Yeah, this is pretty much a difference of less than 2 minutes. There's quite a few things that could change the flow of this race.
Right, exactly. Could be misinput, anything. A random death could cause mayhem.
Even just as simple as left side, right side in Ganon's Tower.
Very true. I notice a lot more people gamble right if you get a small key in those first two chests there. But I have been noticing a few more opting to go left even if they get that key. So we'll see what both runners here decide to do.
And there's always the Dark Magician strat, going straight to the left and then heading all full right.
That is true.
Well, I guess when I say straight to the left, just Stalfos room, then mirror.
Right.
Admittedly, I haven't seen a whole lot of that, but happens, I guess.
I don't know, it just feels like a very large gamble to do so. But then again, Ganon's Tower is a gamble.
Well, yeah, you've got to make a choice. Some choices are just going to be faster than others. It's just kind of how it goes.
Alright, the crystal game is evened up. Now it's literally just traversing TR as a difference here. Alright, Solski heads for the mountain, couches onto Trinex right away. Alright, with Tempered Sword, it should be a decently easy fight here. Very clean so far. At this point in the game, it's going to be all execution based, plus a small gamble. And a very nice last phase of Trinex.
Doesn't even make it to the corner.
Yeah, very incredible. So, we don't have the commands for it, but we can play on the honor system, a little game we like to call the Big Key Guessing Game for Ganon's Tower. You can get your guesses in chat between 1 and 22 and where you think that key is going to be. But no commands, so 100% honor system.
You got any guesses where the key is?
I like to go with number 7, but it's a specific number 7. It's if you get those two chests on the right, and then you go left, it'll be the last chest in the Stalfos room.
And me, I just stick with number 8. Just
Say
feels like a
it's
very
solid.
nice number.
Yeah, decently close to the middle of the pack.
Make them work a little bit for it. Not too much, though.
Alright. Couch going right first. Alright, a small key and a heart piece.
And we're going left.
Small key on the torch. So that's 3.
Yeah, confirming boots not really needed.
Yeah, they would have sped things up quite a bit, but definitely not needed. 4 is the shovel. 5 is a small key. 6 is a heart piece. And 7 is a red rupee. And Solski now heading off for Trinex. Alright, 5 hits each head. There it is. Very nice. Optimizing a little bit with that fire rod.
Just torching that ice head.
It needed to defrost a little bit. And with that, Solski is now done with Turtle Rock and going to be heading up for Ganon's Tower right away. A very brisk walk over.
Yeah, we'd say a run, but can't run without boots. It's just,
Very true.
It's just impossible.
Yeah. Alright. Chest 10 is some bombs, 11 is a red rupee, 12 is a compass, and 13 is a red rupee. Will Solski gamble right? That is my question now. Due to getting a small key on the right, or will they go straight left?
It's hard to say. That key makes right side pretty tempting for a lot of people.
Right, yeah. I mean, 6 easy chests. I mean, you have the option of doing tile room. No one wants to do tile room. But, I mean, it could be there.
Yeah, a bit of an awkward situation without boots as you can't bonk over this gap here.
Couch doing a very nice bomb jump there. And kills Bob. Oh no, keeping Bob in a bottle. Ah, Bob lives for now. Chest 14 being 50 rupees.
Oh, and looks like Solski is taking the same path Couch did.
Alright, then this is all execution based. Alright. Chest 15. Arrow upgrade. 16, a red rupee. 17 is the big key.
Scrolling up in the chat, I see Little Miss Priesty got 17.
Congratulations. Alright, Couch now heading up for the gauntlet. Alright, Mimic Room's done. Easy peasy.
Very nice hook shot by Solski over here.
Yeah, very true. Very good use of it. Using all of the bombs possible.
Well, yeah, I gotta have an easy switch to that powder up at the top.
Gotta save at least one for the bomb jump.
I mean, he's got ether and fire rod. He doesn't need to bomb jump.
That's true. I mean, it's just faster to bomb jump, I would say.
I mean, who cares about fast? What do you think this is, a race?
I very much so believe it's a race. A very intense race. Oh, uses a bomb jump to get over the portal there. Very nice. Never actually seen that done before. I've seen bonks to get over it, but never a bomb jump.
Yeah, I don't see why a bomb jump wouldn't work there. So it makes sense.
Alright, and setting up the bomb jump. Gets a first try, very nice.
I found that bomb jump is actually a lot easier than it looks.
Yeah, I've just never attempted it myself. It's not something on my priorities list, but it always looks nice when they pull it off.
Yeah, the bomb just seems to propel you towards where all of the platforms are, so generally a pretty safe thing to do.
Right.
Though you wouldn't think it.
Alright, Couch done with Landmola's 2. And Solski about to get their big key here. They get it on number 16 though, instead of 17.
Yeah, chat pointing out, Couch is running a little low on arrows. It
That's
shouldn't be a problem, but...
You only need 4 for the rest of the game here, so got a little bit extra just in case one misses, but always nice to have a couple extra just in case. Oh, and that Wizrobe playing a mean trick on them. There you go, gets him. Right, and as you climb Ganon's tower and you don't see your opponent done yet, you gotta think of how the nerves are playing on both of these runners right now, being 1-1. The winner would move on, so it's incredible. Like, I wouldn't even be able to hold a controller at this point in time.
Yeah, there's a lot on the line, and at this point, you know it's pretty close. I mean, maybe it's not, you don't know.
Yeah. Of course,
that
you have
unknown
no
factor
idea.
Makes it a problem.
Right, you don't know if they decided to gamble something earlier on. Yeah, and Couch ended up spending a little extra time in that lower room just to be sure that the torches wouldn't go out as he went up the stairs.
Bothering to open one chest, but not both. Interesting.
Gotta go for that time save. Can't gamble too much, right?
I mean, I suppose.
Rip the fairy.
No, it's just gonna stay in that room.
Landmola's 2 doing a lot of quick hops for these runners. And Moldorm 2 also goes down for Couch, though. Moldorm 2 only holding a heart piece, but gives a full refill.
Very nicely timed heart piece.
Like, take it when you can get it, I guess. And gonna use the cape here so that the mini Helmosaurs don't affect getting up the stairs. Very nice.
Yeah, without boots, that room is pretty rough to navigate.
The hookshot can make it a little better, but still never fun. Alright, time for geometry class. Oh, this is a nice pattern. Ooh, very nice there. I think one hit will do it now.
Ooh, taking that hit there.
Every little mistake that you make at this point in time gives Solski that extra little bit to catch up. So it is very close here. But off to the pig roast for Couch. Solski not far behind at all. Just a Moldorm 2 and Aghanim fight. And Moldorm goes down.
Can't say I've seen that Ganon text before.
I just remember the end. So how do you like me now? Ganon, I don't. Sorry. Alright, Solski off to Aga. And Couch optimizing Ganon fight using Cape.
He's got a green potion. He's totally fine doing that. Ooh, gotta watch out for that fire bat, though.
Yeah. Thing to note with the fire bat is the direction you hold on your D-pad, or whatever you use to control your game. The fire bat will knock you in the opposite direction. Ooh. Narrowly avoids walking off the edge.
Yeah, he's giving me a bit of a scare here.
Gets a nice double in. Only one more hit to go. And there it is. Couch defeats Ganon.
Real nice.
Alright, Couch finishes with an SRTV time of 1 hour, 37 minutes, and 9 seconds.
GG.
And we will be joined here by Couch very shortly. Welcome, Couch. Congrats on the win.
Well, thank you.
How are you feeling after that?
I don't even know. I felt so far behind after that death in Eastern, and then just finding everything up in Death Mountain just kind of threw me down, so I was kind of down on myself the whole time.
I mean, overall, it was a good performance. A death isn't anything too serious in this case, and it was actually hard to pinpoint the exact time in which you took the lead, but you were always a crystal ahead for the most part after the early game.
Okay.
Overall, is a fantastic showing.
Awesome.
Now, as we were going through the seed, I was mentioning some things from the previous races about Quake being on Lake Hylia. And do you have any idea where Quake was this time around?
I have no idea.
It was also on Lake Hylia Island.
Oh my goodness.
Just a place, because you get flippers so late, you just never see it. But
Yeah.
Solski ended up doing a fake flipper and made sure to check it this time.
Oh wow.
But Solski ended up just slaying the pig now. Coming in with an SRTV time of 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 41 seconds. Alright, do you have any thoughts about this series?
Other than, I want to say GG to Solski. I never thought, I'd be to where I'm racing people of this caliber and so on and so forth. So it does mean a lot that he was able to reschedule for today instead of just having for me to force a forfeit.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are very giving when it comes to rescheduling. But
Yeah,
overall,
definitely.
I mean, it pays out in your favor here. You got to race a little more ease of mind. But then again, nerves come into play.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants that free win. Just doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Right, so now you're in the top 64 players for the tournament. I didn't actually check the bracket to see who you face off against next. Do you have any idea who that is?
I do, but I cannot remember their name at this time.
I will see if I can find that information.
All right.
Overall, how did you think the seed went?
After the little stumble at the beginning, not getting the bomb, and then finding Flute down there, I just kind of played the seed as I would casually, and it wound up just paying off, just guessing and going to the right spots.
Yeah, it was unfortunate about the not getting a bomb early on and having to route that in again.
Yeah,
But overall, didn't hurt too bad, I guess.
it did make me feel a fair distance behind having to go back through and jump down there.
Right, so Chad is informing me. I also looked it up myself, but Zelda Dizen is your next opponent.
All right.
I've not heard too much about them, so hopefully it'll be some exciting matches like your series here against Solski. Do you have any final thoughts at all here on this seed?
Other than just GG to Solski, no, not really.
All right, then with that, I'd like everyone to hit both of these runners up with a follow. They did an excellent job for the 3 races that they did. Of course, Tuesday night they did 2 back-to-back, so those are always nerve-wracking. If you'd like to support us, all of our links are also in the chat. Thank you, Nifboy, or not Nifboy, sorry. I'm mixing everything up here. That's who it was supposed to be. Thank you to... My apologies. Thank you to Cryptics for doing some wonderful tracking here tonight. And No Name, thank you for restreaming, as well as thank you Game Guy for commentating with me. And if you like Rando, want to see more, hit up Speed Gaming 1 through 6, as well as ALTTP Randomizer 1 through 5 now. So a lot more to be had with Randomizer. Do you have any last touches here, Game Guy?
No, I think everything's pretty much been covered.
All right, then everyone, I want you to have a wonderful rest of your evening or day, wherever you are. And thank you for joining us here today. And congratulations again, Coach.
Thank you.